Hmm? Scissors? No. Okay, scissors. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hmm. Please, can you see me?
Yep.
All right. Hey, how are you?
He says I'm doing good.
I'm Queen MyQuality. Thank you for coming on my show. This is MyQuality Is For Real. Sorry we didn't get a chance to, kind of
My
talk.
equality or my quality?
My Quality.
My quality is for real.
Yes, that's the name of the show. I have real talks with real people who have real purpose, with quality people who have real purpose. Sorry, and so I'm a big advocate for business owners and entrepreneurs, and anybody with a hustle and knowledge born. Gave me your information and put me on to you. I don't really know a lot about you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started? And did you write a book?
Yes, about 60 or 70 of them. I started out just as a young man interested in science, enjoying science, nothing crazy. Fast forward, my daughter was ran over by a car. And this scenario is what winds up getting me into holistic healing. And most of us, we see holistic healers and doctors as Crips and Bloods, even though I'm not, I don't have, like, I'm not against doctors or against hospitals. But most, that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So it's ironic that what the incident that drove me to become a holistic practitioner starts with a nurse literally running over my daughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because later on, she said she had like a 3-day shift where she didn't sleep. And when she was driving home, she fell asleep at the wheel and she ran over, she hopped the curb and jumped onto the street. And but so yeah, so that's how that started. My daughter's spine, his neck was broken, it's more damage. And the doctor said she would never walk again. And I was pretty much able to just heal her neck, spine, pelvis, hips, legs, everything all by myself with the what would later on become Atomics and some physical conditioning. I did most of her physical therapy myself as well. So from there, people seen that because the news kind of spread through the family, friends, neighborhood, like what happened to Amber, and so when people heard that she was back home and she was like moving around and they might see me helping her in the car, out of the car, people starting to wonder like what the hell's going on. So by the time she get back to regular, this is cooking now, and people were starting to like, yo, you can. So people start contacting me for help with this, that, and the other, and it just like I never intended on doing this as a business or even a side hustle or any of those things. It's just something that I knew from a hobby that wound up being something in demand, so much so that eventually it replaced my job at Verizon. I think I was making like $70,000 a year, maybe a little bit more some years. But so it, you know, it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But eventually the demand picked up to, you know, force me to make a decision between doing this and doing anything else really. So a lot of things had to be caught up in the tornado to, you know, redirect me to where we at now.
Okay, so you say you read 70 books. We'll talk about the 70, but one I do want to talk about is the Soulcraft Scroll. Can you talk a little bit about that? And it looks like it's basically you're getting more into the cardiovascular and how to heal yourself and those things. Can you kind of talk about that?
Well, the cardiovascular system is the foundation of every other system in your body. So any problem that you have in the body is always going to start somewhere in the cardiovascular system. Usually, and most particularly, which hasn't really been explored thus far. So there's an entire new revolution that's going to take place in healing, in the medical and in holistic healing, because we have to learn how to review the body different. There's a lot of just outdated ideas in holistic healing as well as traditional Western. So a lot of stuff has to go. But oh no, that's a tough one.
What, to talk about the book and exactly everything that's in the scroll? How did you come up with the name, the Soulcraft Scroll? That's like
it's not necessarily the book. I'm just trying to distinguish it, the cardiovascular aspect. I know it, you know, like I got it word for word, but I mean just the cardiovascular aspect, because it's a different approach that's never, it doesn't have a pocket. So a lot of times with interviews like this, good interviewees are able to communicate in a way where they package what it is that they're bringing to people that's new in a way that sounds interesting and familiar, so they'll have an idea what it is. You know what I mean? What I'm doing is brand new. I'm creating a new mold. It doesn't really exist, because even in a holistic paradigm, holistic health doesn't really include things like exercise and like, you haven't seen Dr. Sebi give you 50 push-ups or Dr. Africa give you 100 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a all new thing that we're doing, being able to pull holistic science, traditional Western science, and calisthenics in to be able to fine tune the respiratory proteins and the cardiovascular system, and just really give a comprehensive, like, I do videos on my channel. A regular video might be 3-4 hours. If somebody asks me one question, I might be there answering it for 3 hours. So that's, I just want you to, you know, so some people that's familiar, they're going to hit you like, yeah, that nigga can talk. So when I say difficult, my challenge is putting it in a familiar package, easy that people can get, and doing it quickly so you can go to the next question. So
right, okay. Well, no, that's fine, because I don't really have a lot of knowledge of it. I'm sure a lot of viewers may not, you know, people that tuned in may not, because I had never heard of it until he, you know, told me about you, and just reading briefly about, you know, the book. And because I got the book, I didn't really get your full bio. He just sent the book. And so I'm looking over it, and you do have about exercises and the importance of plants and, you know, being more plant-based. And, you know, like I said, a lot of viewers, they may not know about it. So yes, please explain, and that's perfectly fine.
all right, yeah. So basically, we just we've been able to so basically recouple your external activity with your internal requirements. Like, that's the first baseline for health. What you eat, how you eat, all of those things should be based on your life. So the whole idea, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that has to be thrown out so we can move into a new level of healing. So people running around with food lists, like holistic healing community is famous for food lists. I got this guy's food list. I got that guy's food list. A food list is not a static thing that's supposed to last and be for everyone all the time forever. That's not how it works. It is a general guideline so you can pick things out of that list and then make your own tailor-made list designed to function with your biochemistry and the daily demands that you put on that biochemistry. It's not like, well, Sabi ate like this, so I'm going to eat like Sabi. Yeah, but Sabi lived in Honduras, my nigga. You live in Detroit and you got a construction job. Like, what you do day to day is going to be way different than what he do day to day. So you've got to find that middle ground where those things apply to your life and your day to day. So just trying to continue the research from the great elders and keep us in line, keep us in step. Because a lot of times we get romantically involved with people, and I mean mentally, romantically involved with the people that teach us. And when those people leave, we're so romantically attached to their personality that we forget that it was an evolving doctrine that we were following, right? Sabi was running a research institute. Dr. Africa was doing constant research. So if these guys were still here, they would still be doing constant research and adding new things to the list and taking old things off the list based on the current changes of the environment and how people are living and what we have access to. And but we don't, so just basically getting us back into the space where we begin to recouple and then take it to another level, because the ancient sciences, when we began to create what now we call martial arts, was based on the internal inputs or Nidan to be able to approach internal training. So those things were put together when we realized as people at some point that there was a symbiotic, there's a relationship between our mind and our movement. Not necessarily the brain per se, but our mind and our movement. The brain has to be involved with everything that's physical because it regulates energy production and nutrients and supplies and all that. This is more of a mental thing. So they recognize that movement patterns has something to do with feeling and feelings and thinking and the mental state, the part of you can't see, the emotional you, the mental you. They learned that movement deals with that. Now, I've taken all of that research way further and demonstrate that spirituality is actually energy production, right? So spirituality is not a weird mystical thing that we got to pretend now. Because a lot of niggas stuck in pretend world, like they pretending chakras is real. They pretending this and pretending that. We not 10,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We not 4,000. We don't need to pretend to deal with a subtle body. Now, the subtle bodies, which consist of electricity, right? We have a bioelectricity system that runs through our body. So we know that there's electricity in our body, but we can't see electricity with our eyes, so that we know now our ancestors were probably referring to the electricity running through the body as one of those subtle bodies. We know that electricity produces magnetism, so we can also say that would be another one. We know that electromagnetic activity gives off radiance. So now we know that the electro and the magnetism is also giving us light, which is why the unification of the Ka and the Ba gave birth to the light body. Same thing in modern day science. They'll tell you all the time, radiation comes from electromagnetism. But because we didn't understand the science, we didn't put enough time into study.
Right.
Because what our guys are doing now is using social media for commerce. And people who are nothing more than social media personalities are passing themselves off as activists and online teachers, but they're not. I'll give you an example. An online teacher has one subject that he's mastered, that he's passionate about, that he teaches with his whole life. That's what he does. So the moment you see these niggas online and they have a brand new subject every day of the week, Monday, we're talking about finances. Tuesday's polygyny. Wednesday, we're doing, civics. On Thursday, we're doing sovereignty. On Friday, we activating chakras. The moment that shit happens, you already know you're dealing with a con. That's a game. That's not real life. That's not real life. You got guys 20 years old that's telling you they're going to teach you 5 different subjects in a week when we know it takes 7 years to master anything. So at 22 years old, you just started to study anything you're getting ready to teach. Anything you're getting ready to teach, which is the reason why music and rap is getting ready to go back from youngsters making all the music to old folks. Because that's how life works. When we have something, we don't like what we have. We want the other shit. So when music was intelligent and made by older rappers, where the average rappers was about 30 years old, rap was about life experience, because these guys have life experience. When people get too tired of all the knowledge and they tired of hearing KRS teaching and they just like, listen, I just want to smoke some shit and turn on the music and have sex. Like, I just want to have fun right now. Well, then the music slowly shifts to a younger age and a younger sound, to the age of the partying, which is teenagers, because they don't know shit else but partying and the problems associated with partying. So what you hear in that music is partying and beef with other partiers. That's what the whole music is. You know, he took my girl, I took his girl, I got on this outfit, he got on that outfit. Nigga, we had more money, so we bought more bottles. Where are bottles being purchased? At the party. So that's a whole, so now when we keep listening to the party, we get tired of the party because we don't like what we got. So now we like, where is the goddamn knowledge? So now we getting ready to shift back to the older artists. Nobody except Drake has figured out how to thread the needle. What Drake does is Drake uses a expanded adult vocabulary to address younger topics. So by doing that, he pulls in both audiences every time. So that's where he wins at. Nobody else really peeped the shit. Drake has young subjects in a mature format. So that's his little cheat code. You know what I'm saying? That's where he, so, but going back to what we got going on, you know what I'm saying? We got to really tap back in and dig back in. Niggas got too lazy over the years. And because we got a difference now with the social media personality masquerading as an online teacher or activist, the idea of the online personality is just to make money. It's just commerce. It's not to make an impact. So you can make an impact and get your damn bag together, because you need to have that bag together.
Right.
That poor righteous teacher shit, that's we killed that in the 80s. But on the other side, if you're not passionate about what it is that you're doing and you're subject flipping, what does that also tell us? You will just speak to people about any subject that they want to hear, as long as you can get them to redirect to the yeah. So yeah, if you like what I'm saying, hit the Cash App. If you like what I'm saying, hit the donation. Buy my t-shirt, send me a donation, Cash App donation. Niggas be having like 15 ways to donate under the video. That should be, I be cracking up. That should be like, hit my Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, this one, that one, this one, that one, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, this is insane. When did we come so cavalier with personal information for a few dollars? Like, that shit nuts. Niggas damn near want to have their social security on there. Like, yo, please send me 15. Just send me $15, my nigga. Just don't use my social. Just go ahead and send me a few dollars. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So people need to be able to recognize the difference between somebody who's just trying to transition your momentary attention into a few bucks versus somebody who's trying to transition your momentary attention into a paradigm shift that leads you into a better way to handle whatever it is you deal with on a day-to-day basis. So we have systemically put all of those things together, and we have a cohesive framework that centers around the Soulcraft Scroll book and the Eat Right for Your Haplotype book. Now, the books are night and day. Let me show you what I mean by that. Because I often learn from one book what I want to do with the next book. How I connect with the audience or don't connect with the audience tells me what to do the next go round. Hold on, let me find a copy of both these books so you can just see. Okay. So you can see off the rip that these are night and day just by looking at the size of these books. Okay. So this is the Soulcraft Scroll. You see how thin that is?
Yeah, see, it's 20 pages. Easy read.
Well, no. The actual book is 35 pages.
Oh, okay.
So if you have the print doesn't have the full version.
Okay.
But now this is the Eat Right for Your Haplotype book. So you see, this is a lot bigger. This is 450 pages. So this book goes through all of the biochemistry. It has all of the various protocols for all of the situations that people deal with. After doing consultations and fighting in oncology wards with people's doctors and all kinds of craziness, my cost for consultations was going up so high.
And that's at the Amber Institute Sports.
Don't get lost in that.
Okay.
My personal, the number one thing that anybody has to offer or sell is themselves. Anybody who gets lost and starts thinking about money or other things, they're confused. The only value on earth is in people. Money is a representation of stored physical labor. That's people. Material is about money. You use money to buy material. So it all comes back down to people, because people are the ones that put you in a position to earn money. And then other people have to give you their money once you're in that position. Period. It's always about people. So what I learned was my cost was getting too high for consultations, because your consultations, and I'm gonna give game here. This is real serious. I want people to really understand this, because a lot of people are getting taken advantage of because of the way we view things. The cost of the consultation is not tied to the quality of the consultation. I want people to understand that. When you get a consultation from someone, don't think because it's expensive, it's going to be thorough. That just means that they have a really good PR campaign and a lot of people want a consultation from them. And so because a lot of people want to get a consultation, the only way they can get those numbers down and find out amongst those people who are the most serious is by raising their price, because they can't see everybody. So for me, not being able to see everybody was a problem. And then the main people that I want to function with is the people who are on the lower end of the money part, because that's the people who have the least education on what they're supposed to do with their body and the least money and resources to access the shit they need once they learn about it. There's multiple steps to the shit. You could tell the people, oh, don't eat this, don't eat that, eat this. But in the real life, you got to go where they at. Have you lived in their neighborhood? Do you know where's the first place where they can find produce that's clean, that hasn't been bounced from major supermarkets and decided, nah, I'll pass on that? And like, there's a hierarchy to how food is distributed. Like, there's a lot of shit to that shit. So sometimes you really in a food desert. What you gonna do there? Now I got to get you together for this. Now I got to get, so one of the things like we had for Thanksgiving just now was we wanted people to show off the food they was cooking for Thanksgiving, vegan dishes and all that. But we want to see affordable, cheap shit on, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see you niggas pretending with this damn kale salad. You know, everybody's kale salad. That's how I know you're not a real vegan. The moment you show me a kale salad, nigga, I know that's a fake. That's not what you eating all day. Nobody's eating kale salad 24 hours a day. Period. Anybody show you they eat every time they out, this nigga got a kale salad and a green juice, I know he's faking. That's fake. It's I'm getting ready to do a video, so let me get this green juice, and then so when the video come on, people could keep seeing you. So then as conversation starts, it's a part of branding. It's like you're branding yourself with certain, that shit is all fake. So I'm like, yo, we want to see real shit. I got 5 children. I'm a single father. There's no way I'm feeding 6 niggas with salad. Period. And the people who don't learn how to really be a vegan, those are the people that go vegan. They try it for a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then they go back.
I've been guilty of that. I have dibbled and dabbled in the vegan.
A part of it is because there's a lot of things that we take for granted. The major thing is we take for granted how much time we've studied the meat and dairy culture. So just for example, how old were you the first time you tried the vegan, plant-based, whatever?
I was 28.
Okay. So, oh my God, you look amazing.
Thank you.
To say that. Because you look younger than 28 now.
I'm 30 now.
So yeah, so you were the person that never could get into the club with ID. I got you. We there. When this hair is cut off, I still look like, so we there. I always got carded. Always. Anyway, so 28, right? So what we take for granted is the fact that we were born into the meat and dairy culture. So you had 28 years of training on what to eat in the meat and dairy culture, where to shop, what to find, what to cook, how to cook it, how to season it, everything. Overnight, you're like, I'm gonna go vegan. And then you get frustrated. Oh, I had some vegan chicken, it didn't taste good. No, you didn't know how to make the chicken. So if we have something, think about it like this. Before we try something outside of our regular space, we've all eaten shit that we don't like from other households. Like you might eat spaghetti all the time at your house. You go to your auntie house, she makes spaghetti, that shit disgusting. You're like, yo, my auntie can't cook. But you don't do that with vegan. If this is your first time and you go have a vegan dish, you go, man, that vegan food is horrible. So now you just lumped all the vegan shit together when it really was a bad chef that didn't know how to cook. See, that exists in the vegan world too. You got good chefs, bad chefs. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some things that you just aren't gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't eat I don't eat olives. That's one of the things that people are surprised about. Like, EnQi, oh my God, olives are so healthy and it's just so amazing. I thought someone like you would definitely love olives. I'm like, nigga, I don't eat olives. I hate olives. I can't even talk to you if you're eating olives. Like the smell of olives throws me off so much. Olives and jalapenos. I cannot get involved with olives and jalapenos. I can't even get involved with other people who are involved. I could have a deep, passionate, long kiss with a woman that I love with the foulest breath on earth. But I cannot have 1 second of a conversation at 3 feet distance with your ass after one jalapeno chip. One. We're done. Hopefully you're not dying because your ass dead. I'm not going to help you. Don't eat the jalapeno and then talk to me. It's a wrap. You're going to be, you're gone. You know what I mean? So I get it though. You know what I mean? But that's also a part of shit we take for granted. Like we think that if we eat one thing, we're supposed to eat everything. So we go cannibals or excuse me, carnivores and then plant eaters. You don't see that in nature. All of the plant eaters in nature have a specific group of shit that they eat, and that's it. They don't eat every plant. There's no animal in nature that eats every goddamn plant. Right. Because every plant is not in alignment with his biochemistry. You don't have that type of living until you get to the bottom level of living with the cannibals, the savages, and the meat eaters. See, when you're a meat eater, you are cursed. Okay, that's what it means to be a carnivore. You are cursed. You're a cursed life form on this planet. They say, God damn, EnQi, that's kind of harsh.
Is it because you're eating, the flesh of?
No, that's secondary. The curse happened first. You're cursed to eat the flesh. So carnivores are carnivores because their bodies cannot extract nutrition from plants. So a carnivore, a real carnivore, if you fed him the most healthiest, nutritious bucket of plants on earth daily, he would die because his body cannot process those plants and get the nutrients out of them. So the reason why I say you're cursed is because with all of the intelligence I can muster in my body, I don't see how anybody on this earth thinks it's a blessing or even in the same stratosphere to chase down something that's alive, because nothing's volunteering to get killed. Right. So I've got to chase down this shit. See, having this convo is the same convo that led me to one of my earlier I have a lot of controversial moments. I argues and fights with niggas about petty shit all the time because that's just a part of my makeup from 158th Street in the Bronx. But in this community, I see things and I just certain concepts I have to root out. So one of the things was the out of Africa theory. We started in Africa and then we started walking out of Africa, into other places. And as we walked into these other places, man, it just magically, we turned into white niggas. We were black niggas when we had left Africa, and then we turned into white niggas overnight because we got lost in the mountains, in the cold, in the snow. We couldn't eat, and we were trapped away from vitamin D and sunlight. all of these crazy ass things that only people that don't understand science think they sound scientific when they're saying. Because the moment you put that in a real perspective, right, you realize these are really long places. When you look on a map, Europe looks really close to Africa, especially Central Africa. On a map, that shit is like right on the same, it's like half a finger distance. But in real life, it would take you how long to walk from Central Africa to Northern Europe? What are we talking about? 3 months, 6 months? What kind of trek is that? How long would it really take to walk from Central Africa to Northern Europe? Think about that. Real time with babies, old folks, ladies. Like, why the hell would we do that? Think about think about where you're at in Africa, right? So you're in Africa. Food is literally falling on your head. Food's falling on your head. It's so hot, everybody's almost naked. So everybody's almost naked and food is everywhere. We get curious because, we don't like what we got. We want to check out what other niggas got. So we start walking around. Shit starts to get really cold. Well, we don't have on any clothes. So as soon as it starts to get really cold, dumb niggas, what do you think these people will do? Turn the fuck back around and go to the house. This is common sense. See, when you read shit in a book and you don't put the reality into it, like how that process actually, put yourself in those shoes. We're leaving Africa and we're walking. Shit's starting to get cold. And as we keep going in this direction, it gets colder and colder. Well, we will turn back around and start walking back in the opposite direction. Same thing happens while we're leaving Africa and we notice, man, there isn't any food around here. What the hell kind of land we walking into? Oh, this is a land devoid of food and sunlight. Oh, we got to bust a U-turn right here.
But if you've been walking for 3 or 4 months and you finally you gonna turn right back around? Or you?
No, what I'm saying is that the 3 or 4 month journey is so long that the process of slow, gradual changing from the climate you're used to, abundant food, is apparent as you're walking slowly.
Right, yeah.
So it won't
when you realize
2 weeks, 3 weeks you busting them.
Yeah.
You right back. You soon as you're not prepared for that environment. You got to think. We so used to living in New York and Detroit, we don't know what it feels like to be born after 100,000 generations of people that have never seen snow hit snow. Like, that's another thing. We're talking about the first people now. Mind you, they're crediting these with being the first people. So there's not an idea of snow. These niggas are from the middle of Africa. They've never seen a snow. So it's a whole different, they're almost naked. There is no way your ass walked miles and miles and miles and miles and miles damn near to the North Pole in ice. Like it just doesn't make sense. How did you do that? You would have died off a long time ago.
Yeah.
And none of them would have reproduced. So the people that walked their ass up there into that ice would have died in that ice, and that would have been that. So they still wouldn't have turned into white niggas. Now, we can go into a textbook setting and we can look at some of the people that have always lived in cold climates and have never lost their external pigment, like the Alaskans. So there's a common sense way of approaching that and seeing that it's foolishness. And then there's a scientific way of approaching that and seeing that that's foolishness. Because we can look today and we see plenty of Black folks live in Canada, live in Greenland, and they are not turning white. They're still Black folks and they're still making Black children. And we have white folks that live at the equator and they're still white. In fact, some of those white folks that live at the equator are having babies with niggas darker than me, and the babies are coming out looking like Drake. So you niggas are confused about your ideas of what can happen with sun exposure and lack of sun exposure and the speed that those transitions can happen in. But because nobody that's saying these things have any time invested in science, nobody that's saying these things really takes their time to study, because remember, these niggas are just following whatever's trendy that's the buzz topic to get you to donate right now. This is not a lifetime study for these niggas.
They can only give you surface information because they can only provide surface level study in that amount of time. To read a whole full textbook, it's going to take you weeks to really read and understand that textbook, maybe even months, depending on the subject matter. You can't master a brand new topic every day. There were weeks that Polite released 11 books in 1 week. Nigga. Now, if we've never seen you before and you've been writing all your life, and this is your first release, so you got all these books and you're just gonna release them, that's another thing. But if you just finished writing your last book 2 weeks ago and now you have fresh 11, so what do we do? A book every fucking, you get 3 books an afternoon, my nigga? Like, what kind of study went into those creations? How long did you study each subject before you considered yourself a master? And if I pick up your chemistry book and your chemistry book is based on chakras, and I know that chakras are not a real thing, then that also has to mean you didn't know chemistry. Because you would know that chemistry has nothing to do with chakras. In fact, chemistry is based on how atoms combine together and how they separate. That's chemistry. And all atoms absorb photons and emit photons all day long. That's how they're categorized. So atoms and chakras can't fit in the same category. So chemistry and chakras can't fit in the same category. And guess what? In the chakra system, chakras are in charge of emitting and absorbing all the light. So we know that chakras can be real because in the real world, atoms do that. In the biological world, pigments do that, like melanin. See, that's another thing that confuses me when I hear niggas put chakras and melanin in the same conversation. I'm like, wait a minute, nigga, who is distributing and absorbing the light? Is melanin distributing and absorbing light, or is chakras doing it? Because I'm confused, because the same niggas telling me about melanin telling me about chakras. And how the hell can the chakras be a subtle body and activate my pineal gland and my melanin, which are located in my dense, gross body, if we're going to pretend those things are real? But again, hey, in a world where there's no science and everybody's just trying to feel good because life is hard, fuck it, tell niggas anything and hit the donation button on your way out. But long-lasting change doesn't come from transient feel-good messages overnight. Long-lasting change comes from that hard sacrifice, giving up all the shit that you like to do every day, the shit you like to say, the shit you like to wear, the people you like to be around. So your ass ain't made no changes in your life if the same type of food is in your kitchen right now as was in your kitchen last December. Your ass ain't made no changes right now if you still hang around with and talk to the same niggas every day that you did last December. Your ass ain't made no changes right now if you still earn your money today the same way you did last December. Your ass is on track to have the same 2021 as you had a 2020. And if that continues to repeat, you're on the rat race, the rat track, going nowhere. But the caveat is you will feel good going nowhere. You see? The chakra niggas have worked in, the chakra niggas have worked in getting high into consciousness. So somehow LSD, mushrooms, and ayahuasca every day has now become a gateway to consciousness. Yeah. The fuck is going on? We're creating drug addicts and dope fiends. I'm trying to figure out what is happening with these niggas. I'm like, what elder gave you that tradition? That's not real. When you go back and you look and you see, you know, Sashat with the cannabis over her head, or you look and you see all these, there was years of study and discipline and fasting and certain preparation that went into, you know, you building up into an ingestion of entheogens. And when you did that, you had studied long before you took the first trip, so you would learn what the energy landscapes that you'd be moving through are about, what to extrapolate, how to turn the lights into information. But you didn't do that. See, you niggas dumb. See, you niggas, and it's mostly black folks that I'm talking to, because when I say you niggas at this point, normally I'm saying NAGA, but in this context, do note, it's the NIGA. G-G-E-R, the hard R right now. Okay, you niggas that are looking for the shortcuts. It's you niggas, you shortcut niggas. You niggas are the problem because you're not studying what the ancestors were doing. You're not teaching the systems, none of that. What you're doing is holding up a picture in front of people on instant social media and saying, look, your ancestors were using mushrooms. Get some, I got something to sell. Hit me on a DM. Now you turned into the mushroom dealer. You just the same as the coke dealer. You just the same as the weed dealer. You just the same as the heroin dealer. You ain't shit. You peddling addiction to niggas. You not unlocking no fucking consciousness, nigga. You making drug addicts. Your ancestors didn't get high on shit every day, all day. That was ritualistic shit with a purpose. And they did it and took care of the purpose. And then they moved on and got back to real shit. You niggas are turning into junkies. And then you adding in some anus chakra shit in there and mixing up some other sexual deviant shit in your high confusion. None of that shit is consciousness. None of that is going to build your soul. None of that is going to increase the epigenetic transferal that you pass to your children. It's only going to confuse your ass out of your time and money. Period. But anyway, back to your original question. The two books, Soulcraft Scroll and the Eat Right for Your Appetite, they go together. This has all the information on the biochemistry, the diet, eat this, don't eat that. If you get the, you don't feel good, this is the one. This will give you all the science information. This has everything that this was missing. So after having this out for half a decade and still doing talks and consultations, figuring out why is it that some people can have a problem, they can go on a holistic protocol for that, and they could be, they can reverse their condition. But then you apply that same protocol to somebody else, and it doesn't work for them. Right? What is that area? Then I go deeper into how motion controls, how what you do functionally and your environment control your inputs for your peptides, your hormones, your cytokines, your neurochemistry, and all those things. And those are all different. The only way to take those under control is by taking on excessively difficult and rigorous breathing sessions for long periods, long stretches. Now, if you do that, you be Gucci. That's where kind of the martial art got that. But now we know what's effective, what's not effective. And it's actually easier to get the same strenuous type of breathing patterns in while exercising. So exercising works the breath. At the same time as doing the muscle, skeletal, that's external. That's not even really it. Because while you have, 600, 800 skeletal muscles, you have billions of internal muscles. So that's why there was Wei Dan and Ni Dan. Yeah, Wei Dan to be strong and defend yourself, but Ni Dan to be internally strong for longevity and to provide extra infrastructure to the process of crafting the soul.
Well, you dropped a lot of jewels, more than I bargained for. I had a few questions, but the time is almost up. I do want to talk also about, you do music as well.
Yes.
In a song called Rabbit Out the Bag. Can you talk a little bit about that before we get out of here? Because I wanted to, you dropped a lot.
Look, when you hear the song, it's called Rabbit Got the Gun.
Rabbit Got the Gun, not out the bag.
When you hear it, you will instantly, everything that we discussed just now will flash through your mind, and you'll be like, oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's about me, basically. It's very similar to 50 Cent, How to Rob an Industry Nigga. So think of a combination of 50 Cent, How to Rob an Industry Nigga, of that combined with maybe a Uncle Murder year-end wrap-up. If you mix those two, you have me in that song. And then you replace all the industry niggas with these chakra niggas.
Okay.
Yeah, so Brother Polite's in there. Yeah. See, I know your favorites. I know the favorites. Young Pharaoh's in there. Brother Polite's in there. They got featured in there.
Okay.
What I said, I tried to rob SETI. I tried to rob SETI holding the gun barrel, but he ain't have nothing in his crib but pictures of young Pharaoh. This ain't serious. Being conscious can make you delirious.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, being conscious can make you delirious because these niggas are nuts. We are dealing with insane folks, and we so new to the concept of mental illness, we have no idea that we've been watching niggas that are insane as teachers all this time. There's mental illness with the teachers.
That is absolutely true. There was not a name for it.
It's called crazy niggas. There's always been a name for it. Are you kidding? See, there's a thing that happens when we start getting conscious. See, I'm way past the learning curve because I was born into this.
Okay.
When I was born, my dads, my uncles did me from birth. So, but everybody else, they got a moment where they got conscious. You know, around 19, I was 25, I was 32, So you go through this period where you notice that everybody else is asleep, and that puts you into like a holier than thou space, and you start drifting away from folks. If you don't catch yourself, you will leave the ground and become one of these niggas. Because there was a time where Dr. York was the smartest man on earth. But then we should have knew that something was wrong once The Man from Risk got released. Once the book, The Man from Risk came out, we should have knew. That should have been the moment for us to say, Dr. York needs help. Damn it. We need an intervention. We need to go save Dr. York from himself. That nigga thinks he's from another planet. Bro, you from Brooklyn, my nigga. You're not from Risk, brother. You're from Brooklyn. But the way people address you when you come to them with certain types of information is really difficult to deal with if you don't stay grounded. That's why I have never stopped staying plugged into my neighborhood. So when people hear me talk, they like, doctors can't talk like that. I'm like, shit, if they lived on 128th Street, nigga, I bet you they could. And when I got a few bucks and I had the ability to move, I didn't move to a sweet neighborhood where niggas weren't welcome. I moved from hood to hood to hood to hood to hood to hood to hood. Because that's where niggas was at that needed to get the healing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I went out of the frying pan into the fire. I moved from the Bronx to Philly to Detroit to LA to Atlanta to, ground zero sites where I felt like, but that was in a day and time where it was a different world. Like it was a lecture circuit then. People actually face to face the people they were interfacing with. Slowly but surely, that didn't make any sense anymore. It's like, I could just do this shit from my room and reach the entire world. Why would I travel to a remote location when I can only speak to the people there? I can stay right here in my bedroom and talk to niggas everywhere at the same time. Niggas be tuning in from Ireland, Germany. Niggas be like, yo, Switzerland in the house, my nigga. Shit, let's go. And I can do this for free because I didn't pay anything to go to my bedroom. And you're not coming in my bedroom, so I don't have to charge you an admission fee.
Right.
Now we good. Shit, we didn't cut out some costs. I can give you this information way cheaper, which is the purpose of me with this book. Once my consultation shit got so high, what I did was take note of all of my consultations and put all of that information in the book. So now, nigga, you don't need the consultation. Get the book. And when you get the book one time, it'll serve as every consultation for every family member forever. You're Gucci. You're done. The diabetes consultation is here. The cancer consultation is here. The workout, the this one, the that one, the which foods, it's there. The only thing that was missing was how specifically to work out for the tendons and joints, how specifically to work out to control your neurochemistry, how specifically to work out to take control of your autonomic nervous system, which they tell you is out of your control, but we know how to tap in. Those are the things that we were doing. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that was missing. So was like, okay, those are the keys that stabilize the healing. Those are the missing factors that you don't know what a person's getting. If you have 3 people hit you up and they say, hey, we got X problem, and you send all 3 the same thing, you don't know what else is going on in their life besides your protocol. Are these people exercising? How much water does each one drink? Does any of these people get high? Does any of these people drink alcohol? Does any of these niggas drink soda? Like, who smokes cigarettes? All of these are external factors that you don't take into consideration with your consultation. So when you send somebody herbs and this and this and that herb, it might have worked out for this person because this person work out 4 days a week, drink a gallon of water a day. This nigga over here taking your herbs with Chinese food and Pepsi. I mean, it's all kind of shit we got to factor into this. Because people never going to say they at fault. They're going to say something wrong with you. So I'm like, you know what? I have to keep refining this to take as much thinking out of this for the person as possible. So how to exercise, how long to exercise, how to hold the isometric, what time to rep, the this, to that, everything specifically constantly laid out. Then we even went as far as to bring the PRXs into, the PRXs is a workout unit that focuses in on building the same muscles in the same patterns as calisthenics and isometrics, but it's a very small unit. And you don't need, very small. You can put this in your purse, put this in your coat pocket, and you can work your full body from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head with this. And these are the types of innovations people need right now. Because in my mind, I go, see, most people don't live this. So they don't know that 3/4 of America's gyms were shut down for Corona. And when I say shut down, I mean they're not opening back up. Gold's Gym went out of business. Like, I'm talking about institutions like LA Fitness shut down 3/4 of their shit. Like, shit that's not coming back. So what are we going to do? Because cardiovascular risk is the #1 risk factor for this epidemic we in. And the cardiovascular health is only going to deteriorate as people sit in their house and watch Netflix under fake light bulbs. So you actually are deteriorating your immune system when you need it most. And the only thing that builds your immune system is actually being in contact with other people and other elements from your environment to constantly stimulate it. So when you go into quarantine, you actually do the opposite that they tell you need to do. What I mean by that is they tell you in order to be safe from a virus, what do you need? You need a vaccine. What is a vaccine? A vaccine is an exposure to the virus. Duh, nigga, why don't I just go outside without the mask on? I can get an exposure to the virus right on the corner. I can get a vaccine right there prepared by Mother Nature right outside my door.
Free. With the flu and all of the vaccines.
I can get a free vaccine right outside right now from Mother Nature and deal with that shit. I'm Gucci. I will take my chances right there. I think that's, we need exposure to the vaccine. Oh, now they got to say, wait, hold on. Exposure to the virus is dangerous. So when they say exposure to the virus is dangerous, then you're supposed to say, why would you give me a vaccine? If exposure to the virus is dangerous, why would you give me a vaccine? Because a vaccine, guess what the vaccine does? A vaccine takes the virus and puts it all the way past all of your body's defenses. So, for example, when you go out in nature, like naturally, if you go outside right now to a crowded football game, at least half them niggas in there got corona. All you gotta do is take off your mask and you're exposed to all kind of shit. And you be exposed to different strains of corona. Because there's not one corona-19 right now. There's a whole bunch of mutations and other shit going on. So you go out there, when you're exposed in that environment naturally, it has to get through your sinuses, your natural filters, your skin. Your body has lots of layers of defense. When I take the virus and just stick it directly in your vein, we bypassed all the body's defenses. Now, those defenses were set up as your body was developed in nature to provide a feedback loop of information to the bone marrow so that the bone marrow can then produce the right immunoglobulins, etc., to deal with the virus. But since you jump past all the defense mechanisms that create the information that allows your body to produce the defense, anyway. So moving forward, we hoping everybody has a great Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to, build with me. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting all of these jewels and everything to drop. Can you tell us how we can find your books and listen to your music and your show, your channel and everything?
Dr. EnQi, everything. And we out here in these times. DrEnqi.com. Also, you can go to my social media platform. A couple years ago, I know you remember it, they kicked Farrakhan off of Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kicked a whole bunch of people off of Facebook that Facebook thought was giving alternative ideas. I was one of those people.
Oh, that's why you didn't respond to my friend request that I sent before this interview. I was trying to.
There you go.
Oh.
So Facebook not only kicked me off, but they decided to keep 3 or 4 accounts of me active. So there are 3 or 4 of me on Facebook that are not actually me.
Oh.
They were mine until Facebook decided to kick me off, but they keeping my artificial intelligence alive. Check that shit out. So pay attention, guys. When you go on Facebook and all of a sudden they hit you with the shit and says identified as people, and you're supposed to pick out of 1,000 damn strangers that you don't know just because they click like on your damn post, you're supposed to know these people now. And then you getting frustrated because you don't know the people to pass through Facebook's bullshit security thing to get back into your account. What you don't know is that it wasn't designed for you to beat or get back in your account. They know based on how their algorithms do the timeline work that a lot of people that sees your post that might click like, you don't know these niggas.
Mm.
Nobody knows everybody on their page.
Right.
Unless you don't have nobody on your page. Nobody knows more than 100 niggas. I have been challenging somebody to prove to me that they know more than 100 niggas. I don't know more than 100 niggas. I don't think you know more than 100 niggas, but I will pay. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. $100. Anybody out there could prove to me that you know more than 100 niggas.
Mm.
Because see, once you go past 10 niggas, you start getting into, what's his name?
Well, some people, you reach 100 just
No, you be like that. Right? Shit, exactly. It'd be niggas, you family members. You'd be like, hey, what's Uncle Jackie's son name? What's the, his son with the eye? What's that? We don't know these niggas. The reason you don't know Uncle Jackie's son name is because you barely know Uncle Jackie. You barely know the damn children. You don't know those niggas. You have seen the corner store nigga that works behind the counter more than you've seen cousins, aunties, uncles, etc. You don't know those niggas. You think you know these people, but they know you don't know these people, but they know they're trying to lock you out of your account because they want to keep your artificial intelligence and separate you from it.
Mm. Ooh, that's deep.
That's the shit niggas is missing. These dumb niggas that's selling sovereignty packages, they should be telling people that a corporate entity is a fake entity. But what they should be telling people is that's the reason why those corporate entities have come together to dedicate so much money yearly to building what? Artificial intelligence. They're trying to give the Tin Man a heart. They're trying to put a soul in Frankenstein. The corporate entity is Frankenstein. Artificial intelligence is going to be its soul. These niggas are separating you from your artificial intelligence. What are we putting on there? Our memories, our day-to-day lives. Right. That's what they're separating you from. Zoop, get your ass out of here. So me, I didn't go back on Facebook, especially when I tried to get back in. It was like, yeah, send us your social security number. Send us your state ID and all this. I said, nigga, I wish I would send you my state ID to get on a video game. Get your ass out of here. So I sat out to make my own. So now I have my own platform called the Prism Network. So anybody that's interested, it's a membership associated, but you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and you can download Dr. EnQi's Prism Network. And you can come over there. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that'll be sliding down your timeline is shit like we're discussing today. It's all like-minded. I don't got to worry about, I'm mixing in with mechanics and pedophiles and this nigga over here that wants to slide down with his program on my DM and all that's not happening. Mm-hmm. It's conscious platform. You know what I'm saying? So we living and we loving and we lighting folks up right there. You know what I'm saying? And, doing fly shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's dope. That is dope, and that is very much needed. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Again, this is My Quality Is For Real. I have real talks with quality people who have real purpose. I will definitely be checking out a few of your books and your music as well. So thank you. Thank you a lot for dropping all of these jewels on us today.
Thank you, and thank your mother and your father for passing them genes off so you can keep showing that off. Okay, but don't take that for granted and think you could slip off the diet. A lot of people do that. They have natural beauty and then they just dog themselves out because they keep looking in the mirror saying that they don't need to do the things that they need to do. They keep looking good. Well, you might do look good. Knock that off. How you look in the mirror has nothing to do with how your biochemistry is running. That's why you have niggas that look like Black Panther.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I tell you that all the time. I'm like, yo, people hit me up that look amazing. Like I would literally cut a finger off to have some of these niggas' bodies that be hitting me up for help. But these niggas be damn near dead. Looking amazing though. You know what I'm saying? So don't think what the outside is the inside. That's not how it goes. But people will use that to hustle you. You know what I'm saying? You got guys, there's a big community of people doing that. If you got a 6-pack, you could sell anything to a nigga without one. All you gotta do is take off your shirt and say, listen, man, I'm telling you, I've been using this keyboard every day for 3 months. And let me tell you what happened. In fact, they got whole video series on YouTube now. Do this for 30 days and see what'll happen. So you got nigga with the 6-pack. I've been using this keyboard for 30 days. Let me show you. People are like, oh my God, I've got to have one of those keyboards. Did you see what happened to his abs? I be having my children coming up to me daily with that. My son Chase be killing me. Dad, did you see this Chinese guy on YouTube? He said he doesn't do sit-ups. And look at his chest. Look at his stomach. Dad, we have to do that. I'm like, bro, trust me. That nigga's been working out for 25 years. Somebody saw that body and approached him to hire him to market their product, bro. That's not real life. That's fake.
Right.
That's pretend. He's making a few dollars because he's dedicated his whole life to that body. And that company's getting a few dollars because the people that he can influence will sell their product. I said, but that's not real. That's not where you look for long-term change. So, you know, we just doing the hard work. Somebody got to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Again, check me and also check out My Quality Is For Real. I love to, connect more, and I'll be checking out your books and your music.
Yep. And don't believe nothing nobody say about me because I have a talent for ruffling feathers.
Peace.